Yes, thank you. Mr. Speaker, it's really apparently very clear. The Conservative Party and the leader of the Conservative Party truly do not understand what it means to invest in Canada, invest in Canadians. You know, they want to get rid of the Canada Infrastructure Bank. They call it a failure. They're going to get rid of it. They have no concept, Mr. Speaker. Did you know the Infrastructure Bank is responsible for literally tens of thousands of jobs? When you take a look at its projects that it's invested in, almost a 2-to-1 return ratio, we're talking about billions and billions of dollars. Yet the Conservatives stand back and say it doesn't exist. They're not aware of any projects. Do a simple Google search. Look on the internet. Investing in Canada is something in which Infrastructure Bank is done, just like this budget. I'm wondering if the member opposite would recognize that the Infrastructure Bank...
Order. The honourable member for Algonquin Renfrew Pembroke.
Mr. Speaker, this government does not know the difference between an investment and a purchase. It thinks buying a Lada is an investment. So if you take all the money that the Liberals have spent since they became government in 2015, when there was an actual surplus, and added it up, you'd be at our national debt, which is $1.266 trillion, $500 billion. And each household owes $77,256 per household. And any household that doesn't have the taxes to pay that back will be passed on to their children, including the students and children who may be in the galleries today. They'll be paying this debt that we're talking about today.
Questions, comments? Commentaire, Lada.
The honourable member for Rimouski Metapedia. Thank you. I'd like to commend my colleague for her speech. I do agree with some things. The fact that the Liberal government currently is changing what an investment and a spending is in the dictionary. The government is camouflaging deficits by calling it something else. So they're trying to con people at the end of the day. They're trying to dupe Canadians. It's creative accounting, but my question is as follows. I don't understand the Conservative discourse. They said, we don't support the budget if the budget is more than $42 billion. But they're not criticising the government's policy on that, because this is a Conservative budget, cutting in the state, reducing the public service. 15,000 people might be fired. Historic military spending. Tax credits for oil and gas. $100 billion until 2040. That's as Conservative as it gets. It's so Conservative that some of the Conservatives are joining the Liberals. So what does she not like in this budgetary policy beyond deficits?
Algonquin Renfrew Pembroke.
Oh, I can tell you 600 pages of things I don't like in the budget implementation bill. But quite frankly, he was correct about something in the preamble of his question. He talked about the accounting practices, and this is, what the Liberals have done is a perversion of quantitative easing. They're simply taking expenses and putting them in the investment or the asset column. That's cheating, and any other government would be taken to task and thrown out of office.
Question, comments. The honourable member for Windsor West.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have a question regarding the planned savings that this government is projecting. It says it'll save $48 billion over the next 5 years. Most analysts out there are suggesting this is wishful thinking. Over the past 10 years, this government has tried finding efficiencies and failed miserably. They have caused an affordability crisis never seen before. The question I have is, should Canadian voters believe their rosy projections this time around?
The honourable member for Algonquin Renfrew Pembroke in about 50 seconds.
Mr. Speaker, I don't think Canadians are believing it. I have older people who just can't pay the rent, can't pay the electricity bills now, and they're telling me that if this MAID bill goes through, that they're going to sign up because they're already depressed and they don't want to continue living this way. They would rather die than suffer the way this Liberal government has been making them suffer.